From the Dome in Syracuse, New York, EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
North Dakota State's head coach told me before the game he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So North Dakota State lined up and ready to kick it away to get this thing started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using.
Makes a grab and room to run. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. All the way. Touchdown, Orange.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running inside, it's Scott. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Fires quickly, and he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Ball is at the 35, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Quarterback keeps it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Might have a chance. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
A run for the quarterback. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Makes a catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense...
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they handed off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Scott. Got a little grass. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Making side adjustments here. The run inside. It's Scott. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. A little release to the back. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll throw it from the red zone. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a...
Touchdown, North Dakota State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeps the play going. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Steve Angeli. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws it deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They kick it away on fourth down. Makes the catch at the 30. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Running inside, it's Scott. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. He'll take it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
The keeper on the option.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Slithers into space. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Got enough for the first. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Quarterback will keep it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. He wants it all. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And he's coming out of the end zone. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 7 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Razorbacks with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1. Now back over to your game inside the dome. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He might want another play. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Mitchell. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
The defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On the move. And he makes it past the 1st down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. He's got it on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Here we go, ready. Slot. Ready to go.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the RPO, complete. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Quickly out to the tight end. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Throwing and jelly. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Again, it's Angeli. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He is in! Touchdown, Cuse!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get... They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. This is a designed run. There's some room. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And you still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now on the move. There he goes. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This quarterback part of their running game. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Orange call their 3rd timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Calls his own number. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think that you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
He'll try to do it himself. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Angeli. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
Caught, and he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Syracuse right back at it.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Again, it's Angeli. This time he's got it.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to run it. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Steve Angeli going for 6. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to buy time. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.